That's my husband back there. Say hi.
Are you downtown today?
Hi everyone, it's Lisette and welcome to my Proverbs home. I am actually in my kitchen and I am going to actually season some Cornish hen and put one in the oven and one I'm going to save. And I'm just going to show you how I do this. Very easy. We love Cornish hen. I always try to have 2 Cornish hens in my freezer. Every 2 months I go and I buy Cornish hen and I put them in the freezer. I actually have to pick up some more because this is the last of the Cornish hen that we have. So I just really love them. They're also good if you bake them, you put them in the oven, then you cut them up and you put them in soup. You can make all different kind of like salads with this. You can also just have it with some yams or have it with potatoes, a nice side of green beans or green peas. Cornish hen is so good. If you haven't tried it, you should try it because it is really good. Here I have 2 Cornish hens. I cleaned out the inside of them. I cut off that little tail that's here at the end, and I'm going to go on ahead and season one of these, and then I'm going to show you what I'll do with the other one. Now this one that I'm going to season, this is going to go inside of the oven, and I'm going to turn him around like that. So that's the way it's going to be. I love Cornish hen. It is so good. I am also going to add to this a little bit of broth to the Cornish hen. It could be chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you feel works. I use just regular beef broth and that works fine. It still tastes good. It doesn't change the taste of the Cornish hen. And I just like it to simmer in beef broth when it's in the oven. I usually set my oven at 400 and I let it simmer for about an hour. I let it cook. So I always love using my garlic powder. You see this in a lot of my videos because I love using garlic powder on my Cornish hen. And I'm going to put a little bit of basil leaves, but first I'll put some onion powder. Oh, it smells so good already. I just love the smell of the seasonings. And I like to add some of my cilantro also to my Cornish hens. They are so good. And you know, this is also great if you're making a Thanksgiving meal. Maybe you don't like turkey, and maybe trying some Cornish hen would be really good for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. You know, it doesn't always have to be turkey. We get so set on turkey, but not everybody actually likes turkey. We do, but I know a lot of friends of mine that don't have turkey. They'll have a ham or something like that for Thanksgiving because they really don't like turkey. I'm also going to put some of this minced garlic. And I love adding minced garlic to my roast when I'm making a roast or I'm putting something in the oven. I just love the way that smells. And all the flavors will seep in. That's what's so great. It'll taste so good, especially when you're using something like garlic powder. All the flavors seep in. So good. Smells amazing. Now I'm going to do the same with the other side. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to put some more garlic powder. And basil. Not basil, is this basil? Yes, this one is basil. I thought I was putting in the cilantro. Put some cilantro. Going to go on ahead and put the onion powder. Dried onion. I'm actually going to be dehydrating onion very soon. Ah, smells wonderful. Smells absolutely going to taste wonderful too. Especially it sits inside of the broth and the broth has all the seasonings and it's going to taste so good. I'm going to put a little bit more of the garlic powder. Okay, so now it's going to sit there. Now, sometimes I do add carrots and I add potatoes and all that, but I'm not going to. And the reason I'm not going to add carrots or potatoes, because we're going to be having leftover corn on the cob we had from the other day that I cooked. And we're also going to be having leftover yams with this Cornish hen. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to set it in the oven. And I'm going to put it at 400 degrees for almost an hour. I would say I'll start with 45 minutes. Here, I will not add any beef broth to this. to this one. This one won't have any beef broth. So I'm just going to go on ahead and add the garlic powder, add my onion powder, add my cilantro. Gotta have the cilantro, basil. Okay, and then I am going to add some of this garlic. Good. And you can do it whichever way you want. I just show you how I do it. It doesn't mean that everybody has to do it the way I do it. We all have a different way. We like different seasonings. Not everybody likes the same seasoning. You can also add, potatoes and whatever you want and add it to this and refrigerate it or freeze it. But I'm not going to freeze this. I am just going to refrigerate it. And I'm going to put a little bit more garlic. Garlic is almost gone. I'll just put the rest. Oh, smells amazing. Garlic makes everything smell absolutely delicious. I am just old-fashioned. I use my hands. That's how my mom done it. My grandmother, my great-grandmother. Just use your hands. I have the aluminum, and I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to get some aluminum foil. And I'm going to put this on my aluminum foil. I have a basting brush here, and I am going to pour the rest of this on here. And if you want to make a lemon pepper Cornish hen, you can also do that, and it'll be delicious too. But we like our garlic with our seasonings. Let's put this over here, and then I am going to wrap my Cornish hen. And like I said earlier, if you want to add potatoes and carrots and onions, you can do that. I usually do it once I put the broth in the pan, and I'll add the carrots and peppers and whatever I want to add to it. But I just like basting it like this and wrapping it really, really good because all the flavor seeps in. But if you want to freeze it, you can also put these in the freezer. You can put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them, and you'll have it for another meal. Very, very tasty because it is already marinated. I like to prepare my Cornish hen. I really do love Cornish hen. I love preparing it like this. It tastes so good. I kind of got this from my mom because my mom used to always prepare the turkey a couple of days before, or a few days before. She would marinate it really well, and then Thanksgiving Eve she would go on ahead and put it in the oven. And that's my husband back there. Say hi. So this is the delicious Cornish hen. It is so good. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to cut into it a little bit to show you how delicious this is. Let me get a knife. And it is very, very, very good. Look at that. The juices are in there. It is delicious. It's got the broth around with the seasoning. And when you serve this on a plate, you just go on ahead and take the broth and pour it onto the Cornish hen. For you cooking tonight, I hope that you're enjoying it and that you are very, very blessed. God bless you, everyone, and have a great meal. Bye.